Hi everyone, my name is Dee. I am Cadia Creator on YouTube and on Instagram, and I basically make videos about sewing. Welcome back if you are a subscriber. I really appreciated all your comments and your likes on my previous video, and welcome if you are a new subscriber. This is basically a space for me to talk about my sewing projects, my sewing plans, and yeah, basically rambling about sewing stuff. A massive thank you to everyone who's been giving me their opinion on some of the fabrics and some of the patterns I've showed you in my previous video. This is the second video of a three-part series, so I'm basically trying to sew my fabric stash. I'm just really fed up with how much fabric I have at home. I think my husband is even more fed up than I am. Yeah, we have reached a point of no return and I need to sew my stash. So what I came up with was to basically select patterns that I have either in my stash, which is the first video of this series. And if you want to watch this first, I will put a link on the screen. So this is where it all started. This video is going to be about the patterns that I have on my wish list. So patterns that I don't have in my stash as of yet. But the point is to sew my fabrics. So I'm definitely giving myself some wiggle room when it comes to patterns, because I need to basically give myself some options. You know, I can't just say you cannot buy anything for the next 3 months, because that's not realistic. So I'm basically on a fabric ban. At the time of filming this video, it's only been 5 days and I am in excruciating pain. All the people who follow me on Instagram, they have seen me basically losing my mind on websites like Rainbow Fabrics and Pan Fabrics, because at the moment they're showing all the lovely summer fabrics which are really cheap, and it's really hard, guys. It's really hard. This is a challenge I've decided to do. No one has forced me. Yeah, I just want to sew my stash. I just want to sew my fabric stash. So I'm going to show you the 10 patterns that I have selected from my wish list. So these are patterns that I have bookmarked while I was scrolling on the website of some of the fabric shops, or it could also be Instagram posts, sorry, that I would have saved down just because I wanted to refer back to them later on. So I went through all that. I didn't go through all my bookmarks. This is a lie. This is definitely a lie. So before I start, I am going to tell you what I'm wearing, because I always forget, and I definitely forgot in the video I filmed just before this one, which is my French video for my French channel. This is the Piar blouse by Sew Over It, and I really love this pattern because it was one of the patterns I managed to sew when I was literally like a proper beginner. I probably had sewn maybe 4 or 5 projects, and I managed to sew this with those little buttons as well. Let me show you. So I was very pleased with myself. Sew Over It instructions are amazing. The only thing about this blouse is I think it's a little bit tight around the chest. So I might sew a size up, or see if I can play with the seam allowance maybe. I'm not sure. I've been wearing it a lot at work mainly. I think it's a really lovely blouse for work, and yeah, I just love it. I'm planning on making another version, and I am telling you all about this other version in that first video I gave you the link for at the beginning of the video. So yeah, if you want to see the first part of this series, as I said, it's already on my channel. Luckily for me, I have pre-selection within my bookmarks. There's basically like ranks, if you know what I mean. So you have my favorite patterns, my less favorite patterns, my less favorite patterns, anyway, and it goes on and on and on. So luckily for me, I had a pre-selection. So this still took me a few hours to go through, which is mad. I think I have a real problem, guys. I do think I need professional help. I really do. So I'm going to take you through the 10 patterns that I have selected, and I will show you the fabric for each pattern. The first pattern is a pattern that I discovered on Instagram. The designer is called Piar. The pattern I fell in love with is the Leia top, and I just think it looks absolutely stunning for a turtleneck top. So the Leia top offers 2 design options to craft the perfect turtleneck top for any occasion. But you can get so many more views just by doing small and easy adjustment. So you can choose from 2 set-in long sleeves or go sleeveless. There's a subtle but striking detail, which is the asymmetrical turtleneck, which adds a touch of sophistication, giving a tucked scarf vibe. It's a design feature that sets this pattern apart, and I definitely agree with that. I love this detail. That's basically the reason why I've selected this pattern. Is for the neck detail. It's absolutely beautiful. So the side pleats adds modernity and comfort, perfectly complementing the asymmetry of this design. This top has a close to the body fit with the right amount of ease to feel comfortable while wearing it. I absolutely love this top. I think it's so stunning. The couple of fabrics I've selected for this beautiful top, they're both jersey fabrics. One of them is quite thin, so I'll start with that one. This one I bought at my local market. You've all heard about my local market by now if you are a subscriber. And it's this lovely print that I just think it's beautiful. I just love this print in black and white like this. And initially I was going to make the Tilly under button Freya top. I've got 3 different versions of that top. Maybe one day I'll show them to you actually. This was my first turtleneck top pattern, actually, the Tilly under button one, and I definitely recommend it if you are a beginner. Her patterns are amazing. Her instructions are just, yeah, top notch, absolutely amazing. I love this jersey fabric. It's a viscose jersey, I think, from how it feels basically. It's quite thin, but it would still work as a turtleneck top. I think it still work. It's not too thin for that. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really nice, and I think it would look lovely as a layer top. I could change my mind and just do the standard Freya top. When I say standard, it's like your standard turtleneck top, that Tilly under button pattern. The other fabric will definitely be a layer top. This fabric I bought on my holiday to Norway. So we went to Norway for our summer holidays, and it was lovely. We had a really good time. And I was walking down the street of one of the small towns we went to, and there was this lovely, the most gorgeous, the cutest fabric shop I've ever seen. And I pretended that I had not seen the fabric shop, and I was going to walk past it and just ignore it. I was definitely very determined that I was literally walking past it. And my partner said to me, "Hang on, do you not want to have a look?" And that was it. He just had to say the magic words, that's all he had to do. I mean, I wasn't bad at all. I only bought 2 fabrics. They were not the cheapest fabrics. It wasn't too bad actually. So I think each of them was £16-17 a metre, which is slightly above what I said was my limit. My limit used to be £15. But this shop was the cutest thing ever, and they had amazing prints. And I thought, I'm going to buy some Norwegian fabrics. So yeah, just a couple of pounds above my limit, but definitely worth it. And I only got a couple of meters of each fabric, so it wasn't bad at all. I did really well. This is the jersey fabric. This is a cotton jersey that I bought from this lovely shop, and I love this print. I think it looks really nice, and I can really see this as a layer top. I think it would look stunning, and I think you would see the neck detail a lot better. You would see the neck detail a lot better in this fabric compared to the other one with the geometrical shapes. I think this looks gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty, and it's just a lovely. It's a very high quality fabric. It's like a lovely cotton jersey. You can really feel that it's a high quality fabric. So I might use the first fabric I showed you to make a toile. I think that detail I maybe will want to practice just to make sure it actually looks nice, and then use that one for my final version. That's probably what I will be doing. I think it's very pretty, very unusual, like very different from what I'm seeing online. Anyway, so that was the layer top. The next pattern, which I definitely don't need to say much about, is the Davenport Dress by Friday Pattern Company. I saw this pattern, the first time I saw this pattern was on the Baker That Sews YouTube channel. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I really like Lee's channel. So the Baker That Sews, I love her channel. And yeah, she has a few Davenport dresses, and I think she was the first person I saw with those dresses on, and they look absolutely stunning. I love this pattern. I think it looks really, really nice. I think I've had this pattern on my wish list for at least 3 years, for so long, basically. I didn't feel like I was able to sew this pattern like for a long time. And actually, I'm wondering what they say about how difficult this pattern is. Let's have a look. Do they have any? Do they do any like? Do they have a scoring system on Friday Pattern Company? A scoring system? I think I'm still at work talking like that. I can't see anything. But I mean, it's been 3 years, since I first bookmarked this pattern. I'm sure I can make this pattern now. I'm a lot more confident in my ability after 3 years of sewing. So the Davenport dress is the perfect throw on and go dress. This ruffly dress will have you feeling cute and comfortable. It features full sleeves with an elastic ruffle hem. I love the sleeves, as well as a shoulder flutter detail. The hem hits above the knees, and the front neckline it's gathered in, with elastic, and the waist features a drawstring, so this dress can be pulled on and off without any closures. Oh, I love the fact that there's no button. I don't know why at the moment I do not want to sew any buttonhole, any buttons, and I'm just starting a shirt project. Never mind. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. This dress has everything that I love. Ruffles everywhere, at the bottom, at the shoulders. I love it. Absolutely love it. Definitely on my list. Now, I have an issue with what fabric I want to use for this pattern. I don't think I have the right fabric. The only fabric I can think of, and let me know if you think this is going to look absolutely awful. I have all the patterns in mind for this fabric as well, so it won't be the end of the world if that's what you think. Just tell me, please. It's this fabric that I bought from Pound Fabrics, and I'm thinking that a Davenport dress would look really nice in this fabric, but I'm not 100% sure. The squares are quite big. They're not tiny. It does remind me a little bit of the fabric that they've used for one of those dresses that I showed you pictures of. But I love the colours of this fabric. So the brownish and the blue. I think it's really nice, and I think a Davenport dress would look lovely in it. But I would love your opinion. Obviously, I would wear this with tights and boots. I've got brown boots that would look really nice with this. I mean, they're dark brown. But I think it would look lovely as a Davenport dress. It's quite heavy. It's a cotton linen or a viscose linen. I can't remember. I think it's a viscose linen fabric from Pound Fabrics. I think, from the price I remember, it must be a viscose linen. It's not the softest fabric, but again, if I've got tights and like a cami top under, or if I wear something under it, it'll be fine. I really like it. I think it's a lovely fabric. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that would make a nice Davenport dress? And if not, what kind of fabric would you use? Like what kind of print would you use for this pattern? I think it would look nice, but I'm still not 100% sure. The third pattern on the list is from a pattern company you might never have heard of. And actually, no, you might have, because the Yorkshire Sew Girl, who I don't need to introduce to anyone, has mentioned one of their patterns in one of her vlogs. So it is a bilingual pattern company. So originally the designer is a French speaker, and the name of the company, which I'm going to put here because I'm going to pronounce this in French, is Les Lubies de Cadia. So Cadia is the first name of the designer. On the website, they describe it as a swishy dress that will make you want to dance on the highway. The Lalaland dress features a front button placket and circle skirt. Buttons again. It allows for pretty draping. You'll also have a slimmer silhouette thanks to the strappy clip at the top of the dress. Silhouette is also refined with the princess seams at the top of the dress. I'm not sure what she means by the strappy clip. Not entirely sure what she means. Yeah, not sure about the translation here. If you do know what she means, let me know. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a gorgeous dress. I love the sleeves. I love the sleeves with the opening. It's beautiful. I love this dress. It reminds me a little bit of the Leia dress by So Over It, which I've seen one version of. Sort of remind me of that dress. It is the kind of dress I cannot have a big meal in. You know, that's something I really need to think about. So if you watch my channel, I've mentioned before that I love a big meal, and then obviously that gives me a big belly at the end of the meal. So yeah, that's not the kind of dress for those moments. That is the kind of dress I can wear when I go out for drinks with friends or things like that. Like if I do that all the time, being a mum. For the rare occasion when that happened, I think that it would be a lovely, it would be a lovely way to spend the evening twirling around in this dress. So I love it. It's beautiful. The fabric I have in mind for this dress, which probably will be sort of like a toile. You know, I don't really sew toiles. I don't believe in toiles. I cannot spend hours on a project if I'm not going to wear it. So I always choose a fabric that I like, that I know I would wear, but that is not my favorite ever. The fabric I had in mind for this dress is a viscose fabric I bought when I went on holiday back home, so in West Africa, when I was visiting my parents. And they have the most gorgeous selection, and it's very cheap, basically. Is it cheaper than a local market? It's very close, actually. So it's this lovely viscose fabric with this little dots, which I think is very cute. I think that would make a lovely Lalaland dress. I think it would look beautiful. This fabric has really nice drape, so I think it would work really well with the pattern. So yeah, I think that will be what I'll be making with this fabric. I think that's a pretty straightforward one for me. I don't think I'm really doubting myself on that. But yeah, as usual, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I think that would be really pretty as this lovely dress. I think it's beautiful, and if you didn't know this pattern company, definitely go and have a look. The next pattern I'm going to talk about is the Willow T-shirt by Dressmakingamore. Let me just double check this. Dressmakingamore. Sorry, Dressmakingamore. I can't even pronounce this properly because I think there's some Italian. I don't know if amore is Italian. I'm not sure. You can tell I love pretending that I'm very good at pronouncing most languages. I'm not. So I'm going to show you pictures of the pattern as usual. On the website of the pattern company, they describe it as a perfectly fitting t-shirt bodice, delicately flows into midi-length panels which are slit at the sides and gathered up at the waist with extra long ties, giving the illusion of a beautiful top and dress all at once. I really like this pattern. I don't think I've seen anything like it, to be honest. If you know similar patterns, definitely let me know because I love this style. I just think that it looks pretty much like the perfect knit dress, and at the same time it is a top. Yeah, I just love it. I really like it. I really love this pattern company. I have a couple of their patterns already, actually. I don't have this one, obviously. This one is on my wish list, but I really like their style. I really like the patterns that they are offering on the website. I love the style of the clothes. Beautiful. The fabric I have in mind for this lovely pattern is a fabric I got from my local market, and it is this lovely viscose jersey fabric. I love the print. So gorgeous, so beautiful. I can really see this pattern in this fabric. It's very thin, very, very thin. I mean, I would be wearing that on top of jeans, and obviously it would be fine to have a cami top under. I think it's quite transparent. I'm back with my transparency obsession. You're going to be like, here you go again. I love this fabric. I think it is so pretty, and I think it would work really well as a Willow T-shirt. Yeah, I think it would look really, really nice. I really can see I can really see this pattern in this fabric, so that's great. I love it when it's crystal clear to me. And again, if you have other ideas, please let me know. Definitely let me know. The next pattern I have on the list is another pattern from a bilingual pattern company, and it is the Jolene shirt / dress by Ready to Sew. So again, I'm showing you pictures. I absolutely love this pattern. It's very pretty. They have an expansion pack to make a longer dress with ruffles. You know how much I love a ruffle. And if I were to get this pattern, I would definitely go for the expansion pack, because these are the versions I like the most, which I'm showing you now. It's such a beautiful dress. I absolutely love it. I think it can also be worn during autumn times. Yeah, I just love it. I think it's so pretty. The fabric I have in mind for this dress. So the reason why this dress probably won't be anywhere near the top 5 patterns I will sew from this list is because of all the buttons. There's too many buttons. To be fair, I could use snap buttons instead of standard buttons, I guess. Snap buttons? I think you call them snap buttons. I cannot remember. In every single video I'm filming, I'm always searching for my words because I'm getting mixed up between the 2 languages at this point. I just get lost in the vocabulary. So, yeah, if I can use snap buttons, that might be an option. The fabric I have in mind for this dress is this lovely chambray fabric that I got from Pan Fabrics, I believe. It's a really good quality as well. I think it looks really, really nice, and it's quite drapey as well. And I think a dress like this in this fabric would be really lovely. Now, one thing about me, and that's very contradictory because I'm wearing one. I was going to say, I don't sew plain fabrics. I just don't. This was quite early in my journey, so I was still experimenting, trying to find what I liked. I mean, it does have little dots on it, like a little bit of a like decoration on it. But I do not sew with plain fabrics. I just don't. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I actually sewed something in a plain fabric, and I cannot remember. I just like my fabrics with colours. Period. I just know that I do. Or maybe I'm very much influenced by YouTube because that's all you see as well. But I do love the big bold colours on fabrics in general. But I also know that sometimes it is nice to have some plain fabrics in your wardrobe, and I think that this would look lovely in a Jolene dress. I think it would, with the ruffle at the bottom. I can really see it. And if I can find some really nice like gold snap buttons, that would look really lovely. I'm also thinking, as I'm talking to you, that everything I do wrong will be visible. So I might choose a different fabric first to practice. But at the moment, that's the only fabric I can think of for this pattern. I really like this pattern. I think it looks really beautiful with the ruffles. Really, really love it. And I think it would look lovely in this fabric. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. The next 2 patterns I want to talk about are 2 patterns from Friday Pattern Company. And basically, I just fell in love with the heather blazer as soon as I saw the first version. I do not remember which one I saw. There are so many people who have sewn this pattern, which makes me very confident that that could be my first blazer. If you also think that is a great way to start sewing blazers, please let me know, because I really want to get started on this type of pattern. On the Friday Pattern Company website, they have a bundle of 2 PDF patterns, which are the heather blazer and the Chandler pants. The Chandler pants, sorry, are not from Friday Pattern Company. They're from Entitled Thoughts, which I've never heard of. Here we go, a new pattern company. Like if we don't have enough. So actually, there is no patterns on their website. I was going to say unfortunately, but actually that's probably a good thing. So the bundle of the 2 patterns they're selling on the website, I think looks really, really nice. I'm going to put pictures, and I love the fact that you can basically have in one PDF file, you can have both the trousers and the blazer. Now, when it comes to the trousers, I'm not a massive fan of how they end basically at the bottom. Not a big fan. I would like it a bit more tapered. And I have another pattern in mind that I could use, but that's a French pattern, so that won't be of any help to you. The fabric I have in mind for these two patterns is a fabric that I bought from Pan Fabrics, and it is this lovely suiting fabric, which I really like. I love the colour, I love this blue, and I think it would be the perfect fabric for a toile, because, well, first of all, it's plain. As I said, I don't really sew with plain fabrics, but I love this colour though. I think it's beautiful. I would definitely wear this. I think it would be the perfect toile for these two patterns. Bearing in mind, I'm changing my mind, sorry, on the trousers. But the heather blazer has been on my list for the longest because I've seen people sewing it. I'm pretty sure I've heard people saying that it was the perfect pattern to get started with blazers. So yeah, let me know what you think about the heather blazer. Let me know your thoughts on the fabric I've chosen. And yeah, I'll be very grateful if you let me know what you think. The next pattern I have on my list is a pattern from another bilingual pattern company, which is called Méthode Mathilde in French. Mathilde's method, basically. She has lovely patterns on her website. I love some of the patterns. She really has like her own aesthetic. It's very romantic. It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I think it's nice for me to talk about pattern companies I've basically never heard of in the English-speaking sewing world, if that makes sense. The pattern I would like to sew from this pattern company is called the Augusta Blouse. Yeah, the Augusta Blouse. I love this blouse. I think it looks so beautiful. I've seen a couple of versions on Instagram, which I have absolutely loved. She describes it as a retro-inspired cut, and she designed the collar to be as easy to sew as possible. So she said the pattern is compatible with beginner sewing skills. At the moment, I'm actually sewing. I'm sewing my first shirt, which has a collar. It is a French pattern, unfortunately, so no point showing you. If you do speak French, that will be on my French sewing channel at some point. I'm really surprised. I really thought it was going to be so complicated, and actually, unless that one was a pretty easy version of a shirt collar, it's not been bad at all. Not been bad at all. So if you are thinking about giving it a go, I would say give it a go, definitely. So she lists the basically the design characteristics. So tailored collar, cuts and gathers at the shoulders. I love the gathers at the shoulders. I think they look really nice. Flared cut. I love a flared cut as well because you all know I like my big meals. Functional button tab on the front, short sleeves lightly gathered, and there's a facing. I think this is a lovely pattern. I think there will be more than one version because I basically fell in love with this blouse. I love it. I was looking for a blouse pattern, and I have a couple lined up actually that I am going to sew. I don't think that'll be the only blouse. I don't know at the moment. I really want to sew shirt blouses like this one. I don't know why. I'm going on basically an obsession around this type of patterns. The fabric I have in mind for this blouse is a viscose fabric I bought at my local market. There is actually quite a lot of fabrics from the infamous local market. It's this lovely viscose fabric that I got a while back. This must have been in my stash for at least 3 years, honestly, at least 2 for sure. It's lovely with like little flowers. And just lovely colours. I think that'll be a lovely blouse to wear this autumn. Yeah, I think it's very nice. It is such a lovely fabric with a lovely drape, and I think it would look absolutely gorgeous if I were to make the Augusta blouse. I think it's really nice. I can really see myself wearing this fabric as the Augusta blouse. Yeah, I think this is one of the projects I'm pretty sure about, and I think that's what this will become. I just think it looks really nice. I think this will be one of my next projects because I really want to sew this blouse in this fabric. So that's really nice because at least I know more or less what I want to sew next. The last pattern I want to talk about is a pattern from yet another bilingual pattern company. Again, a French pattern initially. The name of the pattern company is Camimade, so it's sort of like a Franglish. How do you call this? Yeah, a Franglish sort of word. So Camille being a French name. I think her name is Camille. I think it's Camille. And obviously made the French word. I think it is Camille. She has a pattern that is called the Lucette Blouse. So Lucette is a French name, basically a French female name, which I really, really like. So they describe the Lucette Blouse as a classic blouse and shirt dress. So yeah, you can make it as a dress as well with a comfortable feet. Its little balloon sleeves give it an ethereal and feminine appearance, while its revers collar, don't know what this is. I know nothing about collars. Its revers collar opens the top on a beautifully shaped and easy to wear neckline. On top of jeans or tucked in a high waist skirt, Lucette is timeless and adapts to all styles. I think it is a very nice pattern. I love the collar, the revers collar. I've learned a new word today. I like the shirt. I like the dress. Sorry, I do like the dress as well. I think I like the dress more than I like the shirt. Now that I'm looking at it properly. Obviously, I have obviously looked at it, but it's different when I'm talking to you guys and looking at it again. You know, you're helping me without being here. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I like the dress. I love the dress. So I'm probably changing my mind again while you're watching me. But I think it's lovely. So the fabric that I have in mind for this pattern is a lovely cotton lawn that I bought from Rachel's D-Stash from Stitched Up. So she has I think it's called Rach D-Stash Stitched Up. I can't remember. She's got an Instagram account. Go on the actual Instagram page. There should be the name of the D-Stash account. Sorry. And oh my God, she is selling the most gorgeous fabrics ever. And now you are probably going to regret that I gave you that information. Obviously, it's only for, I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only for people who live in the UK. But the fabrics are absolutely stunning. Every single day, I check to see if she's posted anything. I've only bought a couple of fabrics so far. And because I'm on the fabric ban anyway, I'm not going on that page because it's going to hurt really hard, and I will most likely fail completely at my fabric ban if I carry on checking her page. But before I decided to go on the fabric ban, I did buy a couple of fabrics from her D-Stash account, and I got this lovely Lady McElroy cotton loan, which is absolutely stunning. Look at this gorgeousness. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. So amazing. Yeah, I think this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. And I think it would look really nice as a shirt. Yeah, as a shirt blouse. So yeah, I'll just have to think about exactly what pattern to use. I think this Lucette pattern would be really nice in this fabric. I have a couple of other patterns in mind for this fabric, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think the other ideas I have is like the fibre middle. I forgot the name of this pattern, but I'll put a picture of that blouse. So like a blouse with bigger sleeves, you know, like more of a statement blouse. I don't know if I've got enough meters. Oh no, I do. With this one, I think I do. Oh, I can't remember if that one's 1.5 or 2.5. I'll have to make a decision based on that, basically. It's not like if I had 10,000 options. It will depend, sorry, on how much fabric I have. But I think it's 1.5, which isn't much for me because I'm 6 foot tall. Those of you who don't know, probably no one, because I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my on my English channel. For some reason, I keep on mentioning this on my French channel. I don't think I've ever mentioned this on here. Anyway. Yeah, so this is my my lovely fabric from Rachel. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is gorgeous. I'm so happy. I think it was sent to me last week or beginning of this week. I can't remember. Yeah, this is the most recent fabric I've bought online, and hopefully the last one before a while. And I'm saying this because I'm very sad and pretty much struggling with the whole fabric ban. I am really struggling, guys. So this is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I definitely think that I need to get on with sewing now that I've been rambling for the last couple of videos about my patterns and my fabrics. I hope that this video gave you some motivation to go and have a look at your own stash. I think that we all have things in our stash we have forgotten about, and I did discover absolute treasures in my stash, you know. So yeah, I definitely think that this series is going to help me a lot. So this was the second video in my Sewing Up My Stash series. The last video, which will be the third one, will basically be the big reveal. So I will tell you which patterns and which fabrics I have paired up, and yeah, I'll be showing you my projects all sewn up. Obviously, this will take me a while before I can share with you all the makes. I probably will be doing a few videos, like you'll see the makes across a couple of videos, maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. Depends. It will depend how quickly I can sew. It really depends on so many things. Work, family life, baby, completely depends. But anyway, I hope that the video was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy filming it. Hopefully it won't be too long before I can post again. And thank you again ever so much to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, to everyone who's been commenting, liking my videos. I really appreciate you. Take some time to sew, take some time for yourself. It's really, really important to do that. We tend to forget ourselves. And yeah, I just think that it's important to look after ourselves. I hope you have an amazing day or evening whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.